So, banking on previous solutions, today we'll do a medium question, which is called group anagram. It is very similar to the anagram question that we saw previously. We'll look into the question very quickly once. So, the question says, given an array of string strs, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. So, these are the strings, and you can see each, T, and 8, all three are anagrams of each other, so they have been grouped. Nat and tan are anagrams of each other, so they have been grouped. And bat does not have any anagram, so it has been grouped separately. And the output is a list of lists. I've already solved it, and I have the solution, but let's first go into the explanation. So obviously from last time, we have the concept that when it's an anagram, what is an anagram, right? So we know what is an anagram. And last time what we used the very cool, interesting fact that English alphabet only has 26 letters. So in this case also we'll do this. But what we can do is add or subtract. Because if we say like eat, tea, tan, eight. So since we have to group nat, bat, since we have to group, if we do the plus one minus one style here, so we have to take this string as S, then consider all these as T. Then in next iteration, we have to take this as S, consider all these as T. Similarly, so we have to iterate through the array almost twice, and it will be very complex. It will take a time complexity of overhead square, which is obviously not interesting. But what if? So we have to group them together. So a very good way of grouping things together is under a dictionary, or what is generally called a hash map. So we have a key and we have multiple values. So what if we designed a 26 digit or a 26 letter key such that the value of that key will point us to the anagram? Taking our 0 and 1 examples. So what if we take a 26 digit array and at E we place 1, at A we place 1, and at T we place 1. So it gives us the array something like 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, dot, 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 1, 0, 1, 0, dot, dot, dot. Right? For T also, it will give the same anagram because A, E, and T, their positions are fixed. Does not matter where they are present in this word, their position in this list is fixed. So, if somehow we manage to turn this list or this array into a key, then these two will be under the same key. In fact, 8 will be also under the same key. So let me go to a cleaner slide and let me write eat, tea, 8, nat, tan, bat. So the 26, let's say these have a 26 digit key called K1. Each has K1. Now, after doing T, the key will be K1 itself. After 8 also, we'll get the key as K1. But for NAT, we'll get a different key, which will be K2. But for TAN, the key we get, that will be also K2. And for BAT, we'll get a K3. So we'll have this dictionary or the map as follows. Say K1 has eat, ate, tea. K2 has tan, nat, and K3 has bat. And we just have to return this. So our main focus is to generate the key. So once the key is generated, we can easily segregate all the anagrams. How can we generate the key? Obviously, 26 letter or 26 digit key. We can take the array and we can typecast it into a string. right? So generally, what we have to do is, if a key is not present, we have to first make that key in the dictionary and then append that whatever value. But Python offers something called a default dict. So it's a part of the collections library. It's a part of collections library, collections. And what default dict does is, if you don't have a key, if suppose K1 is not there, the dictionary will automatically assign a K1 and then append the value V1 to it. So you don't have to take care of missing keys, which is a simple fix, which is a simple, everyday affair that will help you not to, put your mind into so much things. So it's just a simple, how to say, way to make your life easier. But it's very interesting to know. So I've used default dict here. So let's go ahead and see our code. So I have made a dict called groups and which is of type list. So obviously because inside each group we'll have list. For every word, we've taken the count, we have made an array called count, and for every character in words, we have created that particular 26 digit key or 26 digit array. Now this is our key. The array has been typecasted into a string and we check in groups and we append that word. If that key is not present, obviously default dates feature is that it will create the key and then append the key. So I have printed that group after each word. So this is just for visualizing it. And then I have written the list of the values in the group. So obviously all the list of list nested list. So let's see in the first case. After eat, it has designed a key which is at A, E, and T. It is 1 and everywhere else it's 0. And it has only one value called eat. After T, the same key is there. One at A, one at E, and one at T. See, this three. And it is the same key. So it appends T in the same list as eat. In tan, it's a different key. So we have now one key and two key. The first key has eat and T. The second key has tan. After 8, it again goes back to the first key. So it's all about making the key. It's all about making use of the fact that the English alphabet has only 26 letters. So it's the biggest constraint we have here. Also, you might notice that we have not taken care of the uppercase or lowercase letter. So it's because in the constraint is given that strings I consist of lowercase English letter. Similarly, if we see another case, say case 3, it has only A. So it has only one key and it gives A. Output is A. For case 2, it has nothing. So the whole key is a key of zeros. And then the value in that key is this thing. So when you have to group something, when you have to group something which are might be of the same kind, you can make use of a dictionary. Or you can make use of a map where whatever category they're in or whatever kind they might pertain to, you can mark that as a key. Like this is the kind I want these values to be. So that key will take care of all the values in that. And while doing anagrams or while doing some stuff with strings of the English alphabet or rearrangement of the strings of the English alphabet, such kind of questions, always keep in mind that English alphabet only has 26 letters. And if somehow that is a very major constraint, if somehow you can use that constraint to generate a quick answer, it will be very helpful to you. So that is it for today. It's been a short video because it's already a very in-depth explanation was given in the previous Ngram video. So it's just how to solve this very quickly. We also learned a very interesting thing called default dict, and we'll see you in the next video.